Welcome to the second session about Elixir in a natural training session. During the different session what we will see, last time we had see Elixir ecosystem, we had discovered IX mix eggs, available code quality, documentation and type spec, unit tests. IX is the Elixir interactive shell. Mix is the build automation tool. We had seen together that Mix let us to build, compile, create, release for our application, install dependencies. Eggs is the package manager where we can find all package in order to install them inside our application. Then we had see all quality available tool like Credo and Dialyzer for static code analysis, and we had also see documentation inside the Elixir, module documentation, function documentation, and Xdoc to generate documentation. We had also see the part about unit tests. Elixir had its native API XUnit, and we can use with it Xcoverall in order to have code coverage or unit test coverage percent. We can put all tasks together and create our custom Elixir custom mix task. In this session, we will see together Elixir fundamental concept, and we will talk about functional programming, why functional programming, and what are the benefits from functional programming, naming convention, type and operator and pattern matching, number and string, list, enum string, tuple, map or the key value, struct, module and function, aliases, import, require and use, case, cond and if, try, rescue, after, throw, catch, exit. You can find the code source for this for all training session on my GitHub in this repository, and you can find more detail in my article in Medium. So let's start by reviewing the concept of functional programming. Why functional programming? Functional programming let us to have short and declarative function like mathematical function. Mathematical function are about a short formula, and it is what to do more than how to do. Short function should have a single responsibility. Function should do only one thing. Each function should act like an independent microservice. We will see after having these rules what can lead. Also, functional programming is about pure and immutable. Function must depend only on its parameter. For the same input, function should always keep the same output. Function shouldn't affect its input. Data transformation rather than mutation, and execution must be without side effects. All these properties and all these rules let us to easy compose chain and pipe function, little function. It's about breaking a complex problem down to smaller parts and then composing those smaller solutions together to form the application. The benefits from functional programming: easy to test, easy to debug, because we have a short single responsibility, pure function that depends only on its input, so it is easy to isolate and easy to test and to debug. Also, having a pure function let function comportment be predictable, easy to predict, so we can parallelize, do memoization, lazy evaluation, function execution are without side effects, and each function is act like independent microservice. That's why we can parallelize execution and do memoization and lazy evaluation, which let distribution and scalability easy to handle and to manage. Then we will discover all naming convention inside Elixir. File extension .ex is the Elixir file. .exs is the Elixir script file. File name respect the rules snake case. Module name must be in upper camel case. Function name must be snake case. Variable name must be snake case. Atoms, we will see after what is atoms. Atom must be snake case or upper camel case. Why we should know this? Because when executing Cradle or Dialyzer, they will check this convention, this naming convention. There are also some particular prefix and suffix. For example, when a variable or a function start with underscore, if a variable starts with underscore, this means that this variable is in use. And if a function starts with underscore, this means that this function will not be imported by default. So calling, importing the module and calling this function will raise an exception that this function, it may be undefined or private. Also, function that have a trailing bar or an exclamation mark at end, this means that this function can raise an exception, can raise a failure or an exception. So we should put this function inside the try rescue clause. Also, the function that end with the question mark, this means that this function return a boolean. For example, empty is empty, is a member of this list. All value respect the rules defined by the function. Function ending with a question mark means that this function will return a boolean. The prefix is for type check. All type check are named with is boolean, is int, is a float, is integer. For more detail about naming convention, you can see Elixir documentation. If I want to summarize, all file name snake case, module name upper camel case, function name snake case, variable name snake case, atoms snake case or upper camel case, variable with underscore mean this variable is not used. Function with underscores mean that this function is not imported by default. Function ending with exclamation mark means that this function could raise an exception. Function ending with a question mark means that function will return a boolean, and the prefix is all type check are named using is prefix. We will see many times this function inside the Elixir word. The first things to know is how to console log. To console log, we will use the input-output standard output input IO.puts for a static message. If we have a variable, we do IO.puts area and ds, and we put the name of the variable to put to log. Type and type operator and the pattern matching inside Elixir. Basic type, we have integer, we have float, atoms, tuple, binary, string, char list, multi-line string, and linked list and maps, or the object if we are in a JavaScript context, key value pair. To check type, we have all this function is atom, is boolean, is function, is integer, is float, is list, to check the type of the variable. The pipe operator, or as I said at the beginning, Elixir is a pure functional language. And it is the most important thing about the functional programming is that is the composition, pipe and chain, is the composition of a small function to pipe result inside the Elixir. We use the pipe operator. So what we will do, we will transform the hello, and after that we will print this write is equivalent to print the transform source hello. For example, list pipe at 0, and then at count empty any, we pipe digit to char list, so we pipe different operation, and all pipe are a transformation and are immutable. Basic operator, plus, minus, multiply, and div. The div operator always return a float. If you want to have an integer division, you use div. If you want to have the remainder, the division remainder, we use rem. For Boolean operator, we have or, and, not. Or and not expect to have a Boolean as their first argument. We have also the or and. For comparison, we have the equal, not equal, the strict equality, not equality, strict, minus and equal, superior and equal, minus and superior. Strict equality and not equality are more strict when comparing integer and float. For example, comparing 1 using simple equality to 1.0, we will get true. However, comparing 1 using strict equality to 1.20, we will get false. Pattern matching. The pattern matching is like JS destructuring. If you have an idea about this, for example, if I want to get the first value and the second value from this tuple, I will do OK and value. Logging value, I will get successful. If I want to get OK value, but I don't have the appropriate match, I will get raise exception. Pattern matching also. For example, I will get the 3 value from this tuple. I make A, B, and C. Logging A, I will get hello. Logging B, I will get words. Also the structuring inside also pattern matching inside the map. For example, I declare an object to a map. The key name Tom and the key age, its value is 23. Pattern matching, I will get for key name, the value will be put into username equal user. This is like JS destructuring. Pattern matching is strict. For example, if I want to isn't safe. If I have I want to get 3 value from a tuple that contain only 2 value, I will get a match error exception. If I want also if I want to get A, B, C, but here we have as key hello, also I will get a match error. OK result, I will get inside the result for 13. OK result from error oops, I will get match error. Head and tail from an empty array, I will get match error because my array is empty. Also pattern matching, we can use pattern matching in function. For example, I had this object or this map name age. I call my function greet users, and I do the destructuring inside in the parameter. I get the value inside the key name into the variable username, and I will use it inside my my application. Now we will discover numbers parts. Number operation, we have apps, round, reminder, div. Integer operation, we import integer, the package, the module integer, and inside integer we will have we will find many useful function like to get digit, to transform to char list, to transform our into string, to check if it is even or is odd, to parse, to convert a string into an int, or also to undigit. We have many useful functions inside the module integer about integer. Float operation, we import float module, and then also inside the float module we will find cell to string, float parse. This like all lib. If I want to compare this like matlib inside the JS or inside the Java. The exception here is in Elixir we have a separate module for each type, for each number type. We have a module for integer, which is responsible for all operations that we will do inside integer. Module float, which contain all helpful function to manipulate float. Type casting, we have float parse, integer parse, float to string to convert float to string, integer to string to convert integer to string. Then we will discover a string. String, also we have a dedicated module string. We import string and we will benefit from all helpful function inside the string, like getting the length, slice, split, capitalize, match. You can find more function here in the Elixir documentation. Import integer to benefit from all integer function. Import float to benefit from all float function. Import string to benefit from all string operation. What we have seen until now are the basic type or primitive type. Now we will discover list, enum, and string. List. How to define a list inside Elixir. List is defined using a bracket, putting value like an array, and the array can contain different type of elements like JS array. List in Elixir are linked lists. We can concatenate two lists using the ++ operator. We can prepending list using prepend operator. Elixir, as I said, Elixir is a linked list, so accessing to its length is slow, is expensive. It is O of n complexity. Then prepending is faster than appending. If I want to append at end, this means that at background we will all the list at the end and concatenate. Prepending, adding at the end is more fast than adding at the end. As I said, list performance prepending is faster than appending. To list subtraction, we use minus operator. So for my list foo bar 42, I delete 42 and 0. I will get at end foo and bar. It is safe to subtract a missing value 0. 2 and subtraction operator is a strict comparison. So 2.0 I will get 2. 2.0 I will get an empty array. To have a head and tail from a list, we will use a pattern matching head and tail. So if I log head, I will get 3.14. If I print tail, I will get P and apple. This is the pattern matching, like destructuring inside JavaScript. Also, we can use head and tail available function from list. List operation, like we had imported integer, float, string for all primitive type for list. Also, we have a dedicated module list. Importing list, we will get different useful function. For example, we can see all available function. We have ASCII printable, delete an element, delete at position, duplicate an element, get the first element, flatten list, insert at a position, sort last, replace at, check if it start with, convert list to play to string. Importing list module, we can benefit from all list helpful function, such as get the first, delete, start with. Another type of list is what we call keyword list. It is written like a list, but the particularity that it contains a keyword, a key value. It contains a key value pair, and the key must be atoms. Atoms is the type where the name is the value. The keys must be atom, and the key value pair have an order, and we can have duplicated key. Keyword lists are commonly used to pass option to function. For example, doing a string split elixir empty string, we will have odd space at begin and at the end. To remove odd, we will pass a keyword list trim true to remove all trim to remove trim to trim the string. Keyword list reading. To read from a keyword list, we do list of my key, or we can do keyword get from my list my key. For example, here we get A, then the value is 1, and here we get B, and the value is 2. Keyword lists are a list of key value. List of key value. This is very helpful. Another point about list is lists are linked lists, and they are not limited on memory space. As long as I add a new item, my list, the memory allocated for my list grow. The same thing for keyword lists. Keyword list reading, and we can also add or replace inside a keyword list using put. I add at the end of my keyword list a key named C and value that has value 3. If my key already exists, the new value will replace the old value. For example, here we add the same existing key B, but the value is 5, then the result will be I will have B5 and A1. Also, we can use pattern matching to get element from my keyword list instead of doing a list of A or a keyword get. We can use a pattern matching to get my elements. Doing this expression, I will get A and B. Then A is 1 and B is 2. If I don't respect the order of my original keyword list, I will get match error, and if the size also doesn't match, I will get a match error. The order inside keyword list is important, and the size is important. The key must be atoms. The key value must have an order, and we can have a duplicated value. We do pattern matching to access to element inside my keyword list. I must respect the order of my key inside when doing a pattern matching, and I must respect the size. Be careful for this. Think to do try rescue, or to do a safe code before using pattern matching. Keyword lists are a good thing to have a list of key value. List and enum. Enum module inside the if I take a look inside the list module, you can find that there is no function about map, filter, reduce, any function to manipulate or to iterate over the list, or to offer it to iterate, or to map, or to filter, or to sort. All this helpful functionality, we will find them inside a module named enum. Enum provide all helpful function for to transform, sort, group, filter, or retrieve item from enumerable. Enum function are limited to enumerate value inside data structure. For specific operation like inserting, updating, these elements are available inside the appropriate module. The idea is that we have a type which is a list, but we have a generic library to iterate for inside enum, inside enumerable. Enum, what we can find inside enum, we can find some helpful function like to check if all elements inside my list respect this function condition. For example, I want to check if all items inside my array have a string length equal to 3. I will get false because we have hello. If all string have a length superior to 1, I will get true. If I have at least an element or an element which have length equal to 5, check every chunk every. This we will transform the array into sub-array having the length of the second argument. For example, here I split my array into the sub-array having each one a length of 2. Chunk by for example, I will chunk my or I will transform my array by category where using the length. For example, here I joined all element having 3 lengths. Here for 3 I have only one element having 5 lengths, and then for all element having 4 as length. The same thing for chunk for this example. You can see is like group by. Here is group by length. Also map every. I will transform or I will apply my function to each element, but for each 3 element here due to the argument 3. Each, if I don't want to transform, I just want to display. For example, it's recommended to use each than to use a map. Map to transform all my array. For example, for each element I will do element minus 1. You can find more other function like filter, like reduce inside the enum decode documentation. We can have aussi sort, like sort, find methods. Now we will discover another type of enumerating, which is a stream. So what is the difference between enum and stream? If we take a look at this example, what I have do is from 1 to 3, I will enumerate, I will log console log each element. Then for each element I multiply each element by 2, and then I will plot, I will console log this element. The execution, what we will see that we console log 1, 2, 3, then we had console 2, 4, 6, which means that each enum should complete before piping the result to the next enum, which means that we should wait for the first enum to complete, then the second enum to complete, then the third enum to complete. For this example, it is acceptable, but when we have too much data, for example, database data get it from my database, we must wait to all enum to finish. If I have, I don't know, a very big number of users inside my database, so I will wait the first enum, the second, the third, and it to end in order to get my results. Here become we will find the importance of stream. So for the same stuff, I will use stream. The same thing, I will output the element. I will multiply each element by 2, and I will plot. I will console log the element. Then I will enum to list my stream. I will transform my stream to list. So the execution, I will have 1, 2, then 2, 4, then 3, 6. What happened here? For each number is evaluated through this 3 stream, and then I got the and then we move to the next number. So 1, it is evaluated against the first stream, the second stream, the third stream. Then I move to 2, then I move to 3. So we get for each number, it's completely evaluated before moving to the next number in the enumeration. And this is very helpful when we have a large data. We don't wait for all enum to complete, but we do progressively for each element. So it's like stream, like pipe. Streams are lazy and composable enumerable. Streams are useful when working with large possible infinite collection. For simple lists, we can use enum, but when it was very large data, it is recommended to use a stream. And inside stream also we can find the same thing, the same help function like map, filter, reduce, sort. Everything we have find inside enum, we can find them inside stream. We can find here all function: chunk by, chunk every, chunk while, field, flat, reduce, map, take. All function we have inside enum. We can find them inside stream. And as I said, stream are recommended when we have large data. Now we will see to play. We had C primitive type: int, float, string. We had C list, how to declare a list, concatenate list, subtract list, prepend and list are linked lists. So the accessing to the length of the list is a complexity O(n). We have see also keyword list. We had see enum and stream for large lists. Now we will discover another type inside the Elixir words tuple. Reviewing list performance. As I said, lists are represented internally as a linked list. So a linked list had the property or the characteristic to support adding, removing elements. Memory uses scale with the list size. The more elements the list has, the more memory is required. Fetching element may sometimes be slow. To add a new element, a new memory slot is reserved anywhere where free memory is available. Like this illustration, anywhere or anytime if you want to add a new element, we fetch a new free available memory. We put our element and then add a reference to its then add a reference to its then a reference to its added to the previous latest list element. Tuple definition. Lists are defined like this. Tuple are defined like this. What is the difference between a list and a tuple? Tuple are like a statically sized array. We know the size of our tuple before. It is a statically sized tuple does not support addition or removal of elements. Any change inside the tuple will result of the creation of a new entirely version of the tuple. Tuple hold a fixed number of elements. Memory usage is more predictable. So if you want a dynamic sized list, we opt to lists. If we have or if we know before the size of our array, we will use statically sized array or tuple, but beware that tuple does not support addition or remove. It's like read-only array. Where we can find tuple, we can find tuple as a response or as information or the return information from many function. For example, file read, I will get a tuple containing the result of reading and the content. Or I can find the error and the error if my file is not is in noun. Tuple operation append, but beware appending result on a new element on new tuple. Tuple list are linked lists. Each time I add a new element, I will fetch a new memory. I will fetch anywhere a free available memory. I add my element and add the reference to it. The linked list supports add remove, but their drawback is that they are slow at fetch. Why? Because they are linked lists, because I will each time get the element and fetch the references in order to build all my lists. to add linked lists are dynamic. Memory use will scale with the list size. We have another alternative of lists, which are the tuple. Tuple are statically sized array, hold fixed number of elements. They don't support any additional remove of elements. Doing add or remove, we got a new entirely version of our structure, but it is good for when we have a predictable memory usage, where we have a fixed number of elements, and to return additional information from function like this example. Now we will see, until now we will see only lists, but what if we need key value representation? Key value representation or map is done like this. This is my key and this is my value, and we use percent and use this syntax per percent class, my key, my value. If I want to get my value by key, I do a map of foo, map of hello. Atom as a key. If my key is an atom, I can do the ordinary object key value syntax. Foo, 2 point, my value. Hello, 2 point, my value. This only if my key are atom. Instead of writing atom value, we can write foo, the name of the atom, 2 point, my value. And also a nice access way, I can do map point hello to get the value of hello. If my key are atoms, I can do name 2 point high. If my key are string, we should use this syntax. Map also we can do a variable as a key. For example, I defined a key hello here, and I used it like a key, and I should respect key this syntax. Like if I have a string key, we use the 2 points only if we have atom like a key. So to have a key value representation, we use the maps, my key, my value, map of my value, map of my key, map of my key. If my keys are atom, we can use this syntax. These two syntax are equivalent. Atom value, atom 2 point value, map point hello. If I have atom key, I use name 2 point high. If I have string key, we use this syntax. Also, I can have a variable as a key, and I use this syntax. Map also are act like JS spread. For example, if I have this map and I want to mutate or to change this foo 2 point bar, so what I do, I take my map, then I do foo base. If I want to write this like JS syntax, what I will have const my map. I will have user and I will have last name. And to create a copy for this, I will do const map copy. I will do the spread. I will say this is my map, and I will change username to faux. This is the same thing, like JS. More detail. I will show you JS spread. For example, here I have my paths. Then I want to extend paths by adding new elements. I spread my array and add new elements. The same thing is available for objects. This is for objects. For example, I have an object 1 foo x. I take object and I can extend object by adding a new property, new property, or changing existing property. This is the same key. I take my original map and then I will change existing attribute or adding new attributes. For more detail about map operation, you can find all available operation in Elixir documentation map.html. If you want to know all available, each time we import the module in order to have to benefit from all functionality. We can have delete, drop, fetch, get elements, get all keys. Also we can have put, pop lazy, split, get all values, update an element, convert it to list. All helpful operation for map. The same thing, the best thing inside Elixir I see is that is everything is splitted into small modules, so I can find a separate module for integer, a separate module for float, a separate module for string, a separate module for map, for list, and then I can compose. So after list and map and tuple, what we will see now. Until now, what we have see all expression, all available operation, all available type that let me to do my program inside Elixir works. In order to do my program, Elixir organize everything by module, and inside each module I will find many different functions. So what I mean by that, if we take a look at this, each Elixir file is like a module, and inside each module I will have function. A function exists only inside a module, except function that we will pass inside the enum or inside stream, or which call them anonymous function. Except anonymous function, all function must have a context, must have a defined module. We define a module inside Elixir. We use the keyword def module do. Module name follow upper camel case convention naming convention. Def module do. Module attribute, as we have seen in the first session, we have module doc where we put our documentation. We can define a constant and we define our function. Inside my module function, I defined a sum function, a sub function, a multiply function, a diff function, and for each function I have its documentation and its type spec. Module structure inside the Elixir world, def module to define module. These are commands, module documentation, defining constant, function doc, type spec, function definition. For a function, by default, the last expression is the return value. Here, I can do return A plus B. We omit this and do only A plus B. This means that the last expression will be my return value. If my function is a single statement like this, I want to subtract only A and B, we instead of writing my function like this, we can write the function like this using this syntax. And if we want to see the functions that are not imported by default, we define them like this. We add an underscore, and by default this function is not imported when I import my module function. Inside Elixir world, when importing module, we can use its function directly instead of doing this module point my function. We can import my module and then import all its function. My complex operation function, or where I add underscore, is not imported by default. To use it, I must use module function point is not imported. If I call it without the module points, I will get an exception saying undefined function complex operation. Maybe it is undefined or it is a private function. So importing a function, importing a module, let me using its function without using the syntax module point my function. The same thing if I want, for example, to import integer. I can access to integer function directly. I want to use import string. I will access to string function directly without doing integer point string points. Here are how we import module inside Elixir, and note that I don't define the path of my module, and this is the best thing and the happy thing, because if you are from JS or from Java, you have especially from JS, to use a module we should define its path, and if we have many files inside the path, we should do an index and export an index. All these things are not due inside Elixir world. We only call our module by name, omitting from where, and it's ready to be used. If I want to do if I want to use my module or rename my module, I can do an alias. For example, instead of using IO, I will use my IO, and during all instruction I will use my IO instead of alias to rename module import. That's all about module and function. Declaring a function, syntax function. Also, it is easy how to define a function. Define the name of function, parameter do the name of function, parameter do the stuff. The name. If my function doesn't have a parameter, doesn't take parameter, I can omit using parenthesis like this example. I don't use a parenthesis. If we don't have parameter, we can only do def without parentheses. If I have parameter, I return to my last syntax. And also an important point about function is the type spec. Is this to ensure that my function receive the correct type of parameter and return the correct result. Type spec will be used by dialyzer in order to check type spec if the parameter match the expected type and the result match the expected result, and we will get many error if there was a problem. Then we move to structs. Yes, structs are very important when we are in context of REST API and communicating using database in order to define our model. Behind our model, we define structs. We can see structs many times inside Phoenix, for example, to define our model. Like this, like function, a function except anonymous function must live inside a module. A struct also must live inside a module. Defining a struct is easy. We say def struct, and I give my attribute and the default value to call my structs. The percent like a map, the name of my struct. Without parameter, I will get the default value. If I want to override default value, I put username Jan, and then I will get a new struct overriding the name John by John. If I call my struct using an undefined or an unexisting key, I will get a key error because the ops key is not found. Structs are very important when we will use Elixir with Phoenix to communicate, to create a database module or ORM using Ecto. To access to a struct, I define John equal my struct. To access to the name, I do join point name. If I want, like map, if I want to extend or to change my original struct, I do the pipe operator. name John, then I will replace John by Jan. If I use a noun K, I will get a K error. To access John point name, to update, I will do simply the pipe operator. Also, we can do pattern matching using structs. For example, if I want to get name, I will do user name, and if I get console name, I will get John. If I do for empty, I will do match. I will get match error, no match, right. Be careful about this error. Be safe before using pattern matching. As we have said, alias import, require, and use. I can create an alias for my module. I require more module in order to use its macro. We will get more in depth in this part when we will see together Elixir for RESTful API, when we will use macro and require macro for each module. Import only the name of module without its path. We will use foo as an extension point. Conditional or control flow, case, cond, and if. If, how to write if condition, else, and. For example, my function max, def max, do if a is superior to b, then I will return a, else I will return b. Here, because I have only one instruction to return, so I will write it in a single line like this, like I have do here inside my sum or sub function, all in single line. If I have multiple if I want to have the multiple line syntax, I have if, do, must my expression, else the expression, and if I want the short syntax, if condition, do something else, another. Here is the large and here is the short. Cond, the cond is cond do. If I have expression 1, then do. If I have expression 2, then do, and. Here I have a module greeter and I have a function greet lang, which take a parameter lang. Then cond do. If my lang is English, I will say hello. If my lang is FR, I will say bonjour. If my lang is Spanish, I will say hola. Else, if no one match, I will say we don't have anything greeting for that. This true is very important for cond, else it will rise in error if nothing is matched. Cond lang equal to value statement. My expression is lang equal to and. If lang equal to and, do. This is my treatment. For example, we can use cond. This is an example of using of kind case the error type. If my error type is empty, I will return empty data, else I will return not found. If nothing match, I will do unexpected error was occurred. Another conditional statement or another conditional way is to use the case expression do pattern 1, pattern 2. Cond is a cond do expression pattern. Here we put the expression inside the case, and I say case lang do, if English, if affair, if Spanish. Else we don't have anything, and like a case, this is important, else it will raise an exception if nothing, if none of the clause match. Case, for example, case the database add the user. If I successfully added the user, I will I will send the success response. Else, if I have an error, I will say I will send an exception. For this endpoint, for example, case connection parameter. If inside connection parameter I have a parameter, an attribute email, then I do this stuff. If not, I do this stuff. Then we had said together the conditional statement. Now we move to the beautiful try, rescue, after, throw, catch, and exit. As we have said that there are many functions that can raise exception. Function ending with exclamation mark that means that this function can produce exception. To be safe, what we do is to use the try rescue expression. Try, if I can fetch, then we move to read. If fetch raise an exception, I will branch to rescue. This is like the catch exception. This is like the catch expression inside Java, for example. Try, catch, finally. Try, I try to do this statement. If an error is accurate, then if its type is k error, I will do something. If its type file error, I will do another thing. And here we don't have explicitly the error like catch. It is binded implicitly. After, or the finally, I put and. Try, rescue, after. If I want to make the analogy with the Java, I will see the try, catch, finally. Another way to also for error handling and management inside Elixir, the throw catch. I have try. If x is equal to 5, I will throw an exception. I catch it here, and I will have code 5. Here I have raised, or I have thrown in a function. I will throw in an exception, and I catch it here. So the throw function gives us the ability to exit execution with a specific value we can catch and use. I exit execution. I will not continue to plot to execute IO.puts. I exit here. I catch that exception or that message here, and I will do what I want to do using this exception. This is very helpful when we parse, for example, when we parse response, JSON response, and when we handle different error case. Instead of having case, we can do many. We can have a throw exception and catch them here according to the type like this. If we want to define a new exception, we can everything must be defined inside a module, and I define my example error. inside it I defined an exception that has this message. So I will raise this exception. In rescue, I catch this error and I consolidate this error and I get the message that I have defined here. The exit, if we want to exit to exit a process, we call exit, and in this way all execution is all the process is exited with the reason that I make here. If I want to block the execution, I do try exit catch, and here I will catch the exit event. This like algebraic effect. Thank you. If you have a question or you want to know or you want to get more in depth, you can read Elixir references. Elixir, it is very well documented. If you have any question, you can join a community. For more detail, you can visit my GitHub and my Medium article. And see you next session. RESTful API. In RESTful API, we will see the IO file path, the logger, the process protocol without Phoenix and inside Phoenix. Phoenix using Postgres, Phoenix using MongoDB, Phoenix using GraphQL Absinthe. Thank you for joining me in this different session.